내려주시기 바랍니다. 이번 역은 백양리 에리시안 강촌역입니다. 내리실 문은 왼쪽입니다.
Morning, guys. I really need to improve on doing this. So it is my, I'm sorry, that's my roommate's. Let me not show her life. So it is my 8th day here at university in Korea. I arrived last week Thursday, and for the first 3 days I was in my dorm room by myself because my roommates hadn't arrived yet. They're both Korean, so I think they were staying with their family members until like the very last day where they have to come. Sorry, I keep looking over there. Yeah, this past week has been, I cried and I worried and I was so anxious and stressed. It's been so stressful. I'll go into it in a bit more detail later on. I'm kind of hungry right now, so I'm just eating a bit of breakfast. I've got to go buy a book, and borrow some books from the library, so I'm going to quickly do that. And today, I have no classes today, so I'm going to do my laundry and just catch up on stuff that I haven't been able to do this past week. I might even start writing the blog post that has been missing for the past 2 weeks on my blog, and also trying to do this YouTube video because I need to push myself and do this. Because one of my friends made a very good point yesterday. It's not just for like people watching, it's for me as well in the future when I look back on it and just see like the journey that I went through. And that for me, I think, is what's made me push me to want to do it even more, because to look back on it and be like, wow, that's how I felt at that time, that's what I achieved at that time, that's what I was going through at that time. So I think it's a very good thing to do, so I'm definitely going to do that. I just want to show you guys my breakfast here. So I have to live very, what's that word, frugally. So I managed to find Jordan Crisp. Is it called Jordan Crisp? I think so. Jordan Crisp cereal in one of the supermarkets here. Look how small I have to eat to make sure that I can keep it for a long time. This is my life. This is literally my life. And like when I buy food to eat for like lunch, I don't eat breakfast because normally I don't really feel for breakfast lately. I don't know why, but I just have to make sure I go for the cheapest one. But you know the good thing, they give you so much food for cheap. Like I can spend maybe about £3, or literally just over £3, maybe £3.10 or something like that, on Chinese food and get like so much. Like they give me a main that's so much food, and they give you a soup, and then they give you loads of free sides as well. Sides are like egg rolls, fried spam, salads, kimchi, some other vegetables and stuff like that, like all of it for free, so you can take as much as you want. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna eat my breakfast, then I'm gonna go and get my books from the library and buy the book that I need, and then hopefully when I come back I'll carry on with this video because there's a lot of things that I need to share with you guys. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Okay, hey guys, so this is not the same day as I recorded the beginning part. It's been a couple of days. It's just been really hard to actually sit down and get anything done, and the time that I do have, I literally just want to sit down or sleep. But anyway, I thought I will try and do something now whilst I have a bit of time, and try and eat at the same time. I can't even remember what I last said to you guys, but like a lot has happened since I got here. So on the day that I moved, my last day in Seoul was on Wednesday the 27th of August, and I moved into the dorms on Thursday the 28th of August. And when I moved in, none of my roommates were here, so I was here for 3 nights by myself. So from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they came back on Sunday, but Sunday I went to say bye to Shanika. So I got back to Wonju, which is about an hour and a half away from Seoul by express bus. I got here around maybe 9 or 9:30, and both of them were here. They're both Korean, which is really great for me because I get to practice Korean, and you know, constantly, like we're always speaking Korean. in the room, so it's really, really helpful for me. They're really lovely. They're very quiet, but they're really, really lovely people. Yeah, so I got an email before I had moved into the dorms that we might have an orientation for the foreign students. Anyway, so I'm just gonna, okay, let's change it. That the university is gonna have an orientation session for the international students on the Friday. So I went on the Friday, and it was just me. It was, let's say, about 98% Chinese students, 1% Japanese student, and 1% me. So on the register that they'd prepared themselves, my name was the first on the list. Sorry, I'm hungry. 1 second. I'm gonna have some food. Sorry if you can hear everything. I'm sorry. 1 second. I'll pause this part so you don't hear my crunching, because that's not nice. Okay, so 1 second. Okay. So anyway, so the orientation started and it was all in Korean, which is what I expected it to be anyway. But then they started translating in Chinese. So then I thought, okay, great. That must mean that there must be translation in English too, and Japanese for the other Japanese student. Because if you guys are going to translate for the Chinese students, surely you must also translate for the English and the Japanese student. So I'm there waiting. The session's going on. There's literally no translation in English. So I start to get a bit upset. But anyway, I just throw away me being upset, and I'm just like, Marilyn, just try and grab, as many words as you can so you can actually understand this, because this is really, really vital and important information for the 4 years that you're going to be here, because it's about scholarships, applying for courses, working part-time, things that you can do, things that you can't do under the law, health insurance, things like that. So really, really important information. Anyway, I'm trying my best to grab everything as much as I can. So like we have a break in the middle, and then these two lovely ladies, they work in the admin part of the school. So they come to me and they're both so apologetic. Oh, we're really, really sorry that there's no English translation. We weren't aware that an English student was going to come. I found this part really confusing because my name is literally the first on the list and they created the register. My name's the first on the list and it says right next to my name, British. I don't really know what British means in terms of language. I mean, I can only assume English. So I was a bit confused at that statement. But anyway, besides the point. So they said to me that if I have any issues, any problems, I can come and speak to them. But I was really disappointed. I can't lie to you. I was really, really disappointed because I would have been fine if everything was just in Korean, because that's fair to everyone that's there. Pardon me, that's fair to everyone that's there. All of us would have to grapple at every word and make sure that we understand as much as we can, and whatever we don't understand, we go afterwards and ask. But the fact that there was translation for some and not for the others, that's what I found unfair. That's what made me upset. But anyway, that's finished now. So I think the following week, because it was on a Friday, so on the Monday, I went to one of the ladies. I wrote down the questions that I had and I went to her to ask her the questions. I'm trying to do this before my roommates come back. I hope they don't come back as I'm talking. That wouldn't be cool. Anyway, so I went to her and I asked her a couple of questions that I had. She was really, really helpful. So she helped me with all of that. And then another thing that upset me was that, so on the Wednesday before I moved into the dorms, we had to choose our courses. So this is so different from the UK, because when I went to university in the UK, what I remember is that I applied to do physiology and pharmacology. When I got to uni, I don't remember having to pick the modules that I'd have to do. I remember that they were already there for me. I could be wrong, but I can't remember that. But here, I think it's similar to American system. So it's like this pick. Everyone has to choose classes that they want to do each semester, and when you're a new student, it's a first come first serve. It's on a first come first serve basis. After you've passed to freshman year, then they give you this mileage. So everyone, depending on your major that you're doing, gets a certain number of mileage. So my one is 76. So this is my second year, 76 points. So I have to allocate more mileage to the courses that I want to do in order to ensure that I can get into it. Okay, so before we carry on, Okay, so I did the video, I finished recording the video, then I watched it back and I realized I should apologize for the state of my hair and the way that I look in this video, yeah? Because I'm in the process of stretching my hair for a hairstyle for tomorrow and I can't be asked to try to prettify it for the video. So I do apologize in advance, but just try to ignore it. Just listen to what I say rather than looking at my hair throughout the whole video, okay? Hi guys, I'm sure you can tell it's not the same day as I was recording the previous one. I am wearing the exact same top. That's besides the point. Let's just carry on. Okay, so reason why I stopped is because my roommate came in at that time. It's Chuseok at the moment. So they've been gone since Thursday to stay with their family. So it's a big celebration in Korea. It's like Thanksgiving in America. So they celebrate, all the family members come together and they celebrate Chuseok for, I think it's actually, the actual day is on the Friday, which was yesterday. Was that date? 13th of September. But they celebrate from Thursday till Sunday, I think. Anyway, as I was saying, so in your second year, you're given a mileage. Why is my light on? Hold on 1 second. So in your second year, you're given a mileage, and then as I said, you allocate more mileage or more points to the class that you want to take so that you can ensure that you get into it. But because I'm a first year student, it's still a first come, first served basis. Anyway, so I was sent a document to let me know the classes that I have to take that are mandatory for my course, and I have to take them in the second semester. So obviously it's the school's second semester because university in Korea starts in March, whereas university in London starts in September, right? School or, you know, whatever starts in September in London. So this is my first semester, but it's the school's second semester. So when I read that document, I read it as, oh my gosh, because it's the second semester, I have to take the mandatory classes now. So when it came the day for choosing the courses that we had to choose, remember it was first come, first served basis, I immediately chose the classes that they had listed as mandatory for me to take in the second semester. So I started school the first week. The first two classes that I went to, it wasn't too bad. I understood about 50%, or everything's in Korean. So I understood about 50% of the class, and I took my voice recorder as well to record it. So I was going to re-listen to it afterwards. Even though I understood 50%, I was still really worried because I have to do well in these classes. You know, I have to understand everything that I'm being asked to do, everything that I'm being taught in order to do well in these classes. So I really started to kind of panic a little bit. What really set me panicking was like one of the last classes that I went to, I think it was on a Thursday. I think it's Introduction to Korean Linguistics. I think it was that. I did not understand a word the professor said. All I understood was when he called out my name, Marilyn, there, that was it. That was literally the whole lecture. But thank God I wasn't the only one. There was someone else sitting next to me that didn't understand a word. But like that really got to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do this like for the whole semester and then end up with bad grades at the end of it. I can't do this. So I had met a lady in one of my earlier classes during the week who was in her last semester, and she was asking me like, is your first semester, what are you doing in this class? Like no freshman ever takes this class in their first semester. Maybe in your second semester, but in your first semester you choose whatever it is that you want to do, and you can kind of choose classes to help you in preparation for the classes that you want to do in the second semester. But no freshman student chooses the elective in their first semester. And I was like, no, but look at this document. It says I have to take it in the second semester. And then it's like, yeah, but this is your first semester. This is not your second semester. It's your first semester. So I got annoyed because this had not been explained to me whatsoever at all, that, you know, I can choose other subjects in the first semester and then do my mandatory ones in the second semester. So then I emailed the lady that I had met, one of the ladies that I had met. I think I mentioned her earlier on. I can't remember. I haven't watched back all the videos that I made already. But I think I mentioned her. So at the orientation, one of the ladies that approached me to apologize for the fact that there was no English, I emailed her and I explained to her, because also I hadn't been told that there was Korean language classes for international students to help you adjust to university life, to help you to learn, you know, the Korean language, particularly for your university career as you're here, you know, the terms that they use in university, and to help you improve your skills, listening, writing, speaking, you know, reading, all of that. I didn't know that. So I emailed her and I said to her, I think it's better for me to take these classes, these language classes in my first semester to help me to improve. And then in my second semester, I can actually take the electives, you know, having improved a little bit, at least a little bit more in my Korean skills. She's like, yes, of course, I completely agree, you know, and there was a pick and drop session coming up on the Thursday where they open up the portals again. So if you've chosen classes that you realize that, you know, I don't want to do this class, you can drop them and then choose the classes that you do want to do. She's like, in this pick and drop session, you know, try your best to get into the classes, these language classes, and if you have any problems, just let me know. So the Thursday came again it's first come first serve basis, so everyone is on the portal 8 a.m. on the dot. 8:02 the classes are full, the computer's frozen, everything's just frozen, and everyone literally, because I came out of my room because I was doing it in my room with my roommate. I came out of my room and went into the seminar room where everyone can go. There's another girl there. She's just frustrated because her portal's frozen. One of my exchange students' friends, she's there as well because her portal's broken. My portal, not broken, sorry, frozen. My portal's frozen. So the three of us are just sitting there in frustration because nothing's happening. And obviously, if you don't click first to get into the classes that you want, then someone else can take your space. So we're all sitting there. I think around 8:25, finally it started working again. Thank God I managed to get into all the classes that I wanted to get into. So now it's so much better because still all my classes are in Korean, but it's in the level of Korean that I actually understand, and it's to teach us to improve and to improve our skills. One class that I really do like, the teacher is so hilarious. It's called 대학 한국어. Is I don't know how to explain it in English, sorry. Maybe like Korean for university studies, I guess. He is so funny. I can tell that his class is going to be really, really fun. And then I have a Korean writing class as well, which is to help you to improve your writing skills in Korean, because in Korean, speaking and writing, the languages that you use and the words that you use are totally different. So you can't write as you would speak. You have to write in a different way. It's complicated, but anyway, we're being taught that there. And then I'm in Korean conversation as well, so to help to improve my speaking skills, which is where I kind of struggle the most with. I can speak, but because I don't know a lot of vocabulary yet, so sometimes I'm sitting there like, oh, how do I translate this from English to Korean to express my thoughts to you right now? So that's something that I really need help with. And also advanced writing and reading class and some other classes, and I managed to squeeze in an English class on Korean history, so I'm really happy about that. But aside from that, oh my gosh, I draw attention. I wrote this on my blog here. I draw attention like a bright neon stick in a dark room wherever I go on this campus. Literally, I'm walking, I come out of my room, as soon as I come out the dorm, in fact, as soon as I come downstairs and I come outside of the dormitory complex, wow, 대박, wow, 대박, 대박. Like, everyone's like, oh my gosh, wow, 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 wow. I don't think it's just because I'm black. I think it's also because of my skin tone, because I'm quite dark-skinned. But everywhere I go, and plus, most of my classes are just Korean people. Oh no, that was previously. Now it's changed because most of my classes are more international students. It's 3 of my classes that are Korean students now, but previously, my previous week, all my classes just Korean students. So I'd walk in, everyone would look at me like, does this girl know that this is a Korean class? Like, pardon me, does she even understand Korean? Can she even speak Korean? But literally everywhere I go, it's crazy. But it's been fun. After that foolishness ended, it's been fun. I'm really grateful that I met the international students here, because in the first couple of days I felt really lonely because my roommates weren't here. So I was in the room by myself. I didn't know anyone. So I wouldn't stay in my room because I don't know that. So I just go out and just walk around and stuff. And like, I didn't have anyone to talk to. So it was really nice having meeting the exchange students, and also like having my friend Shanika, who just kept in contact with me even when she went back to London. It was really, really, like, I really needed that because it was really hard in the beginning. And I'm really grateful for everyone who reached out to me as well. But it's been an experience, and it's going to continue to be an experience. I'm enjoying it so far. I didn't think I could survive having to share living space with other people, but it's actually been okay, because everyone who knows me knows that I like my own space. I really do. But it's been okay so far. I don't mind it. They're really nice people. They're very quiet. actually not that quiet now that I'm getting to know them, but they're shy, I can say. I think they're quite shy, but it's fun. I'm trying to join some clubs. So I wanted to join the climbing club. Oh, because I've always wanted to do that. Like, I've seen it in movies and dramas and stuff, and I've always wanted to do that. But they go to exercise on days and times when I have classes. So I'll have to try and join next semester. I did go for like a taster session this week, which was really, really nice, and I really enjoyed it. So I'd love to do it, but I just have to wait to do it next semester. So I might try to join the tennis club this coming week. Hopefully that'll be fun. And church was really good. I'm so glad I found that the church on the university campus is good, because that was one of my biggest concerns, because I was looking for churches around Wonju before I moved here, and I couldn't really find anything. And I knew that the university had a church, but I wasn't sure if it's going to be like Catholic. So so I'm really glad, because I went this past Sunday. Message was really good. So I'm really glad that, yeah, I can go to the church on campus. And you know what they do, which I think is so nice? So every Sunday after church finishes, they give a coupon to everyone who attended to have a full lunch at the food court downstairs. And I'm not talking about, like, you know, sometimes if they say they give you a food coupon, like maybe you get a little bit of sandwich and maybe a juice box. No, like full lunch, It's so good, and it is good because everyone kind of sits together. Well, not sits together because it's a large space, but everyone sits down and eats, and then you can get to know different people and stuff. It was really nice. Yeah, so I'm really glad. And the nature here, guys, the scenery is just so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm home. It's so beautiful. When I go outside to sit down and study, it's so distracting because it's so pretty, and I feel like I still haven't discovered all the university complex yet because it's so big. So like during the winter and during the summer, I can't say half term now, can I? Breaks. I want to discover more of Wonju. Like, I know there's so much to discover, so I really want to discover that. And I want to do voluntary work as well during the winter and summer breaks. So I'm going to start asking around for that as well. But let me leave it here because I feel like I'm just going to keep talking too much if I carry on. Like, there's so much more to say, but I'll leave that for another video. As I get more and more experiences, I will share that with you guys. But I'm really excited, and I'm looking forward to my university career here. And seeing, like, I'm so excited to see my Korean language skills at the end of the 4 years. That I'm looking forward to that so much because, like, I'm surrounded by 24 hours in a day. My roommates speak Korean, so I have to speak Korean every time I'm in this room. When I go to the shops, I have to speak in Korean. In my lectures, I have to speak in Korean. Like, everything, I'm surrounded by Korean. So I'm so excited to see, like, where my skills are going to be after the 4 years. I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know if I'm going to do a video speaking in Korean yet because I'm still quite shy and I'm not that great yet. But you know what? Do you know what surprises me? Every Korean I speak to is like, oh my gosh, you speak Korean so well and you understand it so well. And I'm like, I really don't think I do. I really don't think I do. But they seem to think I do. And then one lady was like to me, because you speak it so well and you understand so well, any Korean that you speak to will immediately launch into full Korean because they're just thinking that you can, like, you really understand and you can really speak. And just like, sometimes you just need to stop them, pause them and say, can you just repeat that because I don't understand what you said? And I'm going to have to do that because that's always what happens. I speak, they're like, oh, like, you can really speak Korean so well and you understand so well. Then literally launch into full frontal Korean. And I'm like, dude, you need to calm it down because I don't understand every single word you're saying right now. Take a step back. So I'm really, really looking forward to, like, seeing how my skills are after 4 years. But anyway, I'll leave it here for today, guys. Look forward to my next videos because I've tried to capture as much of the campus as possible because it's so big. So I'm going to put together all the videos that I've collected of me filming different parts of the campus. So kind of like a campus tour and a dorm room tour for you guys. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.